Good morning. Good morning. Hi, cubies and newbies. I am Sunshine. This is the ABCube method for solving Rubik's Cubes. I am the ABCube tutor. This is my method. I came up with it. Hi, school bus. Let's see. I cannot see who my Zoomers are. How are you doing, sweetheart? Um, okay, so this is the ABCube method. Formula A is 4 moves, 1, 2, 3, 4. For every 1 row, 2 columns. For every left, there's a right. For every up, there's a down. Formula B is 8 moves, 1 row and 2 columns. I think I said 1 row, 1 column for A. 1 row, 2 columns for B. Top row and 2 columns. For every so for every left there's a right, for every up there's a down. It's a commutator. Both of these are mathematical zeros, meaning that it's going to affect the pieces that I want to affect, but nothing else. So um, you can't email me? Okay. All right. Okay, well, if you can't email me, I will try to Zoom with you on Friday evening or Saturday mornings. But I'm trying to see if I can get more people to Zoom before, because I don't want to just do a one-on-one with everybody else watching. But why can't you email me? Are you not allowed? Is it a permissions thing from at your place, or because my email is ab abcube.how@gmail.com. So um all right. So there's no order of operations, but my order of operations is I do the corners first, because all of these cubes, no matter which which one, the commonality is they all have 4 corners. They all have 8 corners, and so where's my all right. So they all have 8 corners. All right, two of these ones. Put this one away. It's all right. If your mom said you can't, that's fine. Um, but I will Zoom. It. I will plan on Zooming with you on Friday evening, and let's see if how many people we can get who want to Zoom at the same time. But in the meantime, I'm going to go through my tutorials. So when the corners are done, the 2x2 is solved. The rest of the cubes, the corners being done, has set up a pattern for what color each face is going to be. So, but as dictated by the corners. And from this point forward, then when I'm working with the edges, instead of trying to pair them up and then do a reductionist, treat it like a 3x3 at the end, instead I'm just going to take each piece as it comes and throw it in the direction it wants to be. So corners are done. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do edges. Now in doing the corners, I did the yellow corners, then the white corners. So I've been training my brain to look for yellow and white. So I'm going to keep doing that. Off the top of my head here, this is not a speed solve method. This is not a fewest moves method, but this is the only beginner's method that works on every complexity cube and treats them all the exact same way. So when you learn one, you don't have to learn another one when you get to a larger cube. You don't have to learn one way of doing it for the 3x3 and then more things to learn for the 4x4 and then more things to learn for the 5x5, and then just kind of intuit it from the rest, anything larger from the rest of this. When I teach, I actually teach the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5 all at the same time, so that you can, there's no mental blocks to break through. You learn from the very get-go that these are all done the same way, and that one is not harder than the other. So I've done the corners, so let's work on the edges now. So school bus, yes, I do see you. And it's fine that you're not allowed to email me. That's just fine. But I'll set right now. I'm going to say that I will Zoom with you on Friday evening uh, at my regular scheduled Zoom session. Um, I'm not going to do any one-on-one private with you unless your mom gives you permission. So corners are done. So now we take each cube, no matter which one it is, and I'm going to do them all the exact same way. So let's start with the larger ones. So yellow and white are left and right as dictated by the colors of the corners. Dictated by the colors of the corners. All right, so then I'm looking for any yellow or whites in the middle area, which I'm defining as anything that's not the outside columns. So so I find a piece in the middle that has my yellow or white on it, okay? And I want that yellow or white to be on the top. So the front color is every edge piece is two colors. It's yellow or the yellow and whites are yellow and white plus something else. So the something else is the front color. Now I'm going to move my corners together as one so that they match the front color. Okay, so corners done. Select a piece in the middle. Active color on top. Corners match the front. So this green and yellow is going to land above the green and yellow something corner. Okay, this is the green and white corner something, this is the green and yellow something. Okay, so this one is going to land above the green and yellow is going to land above the green and yellow something corner. So it's going in this direction. Top row, two columns. The first column is where it's going to land, the second column is where it begins. So top row, two columns. So slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Also, school bus, since mom is an issue, you might want to ask her if she wants to join you on a Zoom one time, and then you can do whatever is convenient for your mom. I want to keep your mom in the loop because you're not 18 yet. So this piece is over here. Find another piece in the middle that has a white or yellow. Okay, this one. Corners to match the front, and it's going in this direction. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. So, as a mother of 6 myself, I'm very big on moms make the rules. Corners match the front. It's going in the yellow direction. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Here's another piece. Now I wanted the yellow or white to be on top, but I'm still going to work with this piece. So I'm going to flip the cube. But yellow and white are still left and right in one way or the other. Yellow and white are left and right. So corners match the front. Okay. And determine its direction. Away up, in up, away down, in down. So school bus, you work something out with your mom that works for her, and let me know what it is here in the chat, and when you set something up, and I will try to work with her on that to be able to help you, give you one-on-one tutoring. So corners match the front. It's going in this direction. Up, up, down, down. So in the meantime, I'm going to set aside Friday evenings to be able to want to Zoom teach. So corners match the front. It does have to be a teaching session though. It's not just going to be just chat and play. Because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to teach my method. Okay, no yellow or white here. No yellow or white here. Again, I'm ignoring all of the centers. Here's a white. Okay. Corners match the front. I'm sorry, white on top. Make the corners match the front. Determine its direction. Okay. And away up, in up, away down, in down. So we're doing the edge pieces are just falling into place one at a time. And here's another yellow. Corners match the front. It's going in this direction. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Anyone else? I'm happy to be interrupted with chat, because, you know, on the spectrum. In the meantime, so these corners, I'm working in these corners. So here's a yellow or white in the middle. Bring the corners to match the front. Determine its direction it's going based on this is the orange, yellow and red will land above the yellow red something corner, not the yellow white, not the red white something corner. So it's going in this direction, away up, in up, away down, in down. Okay. Also, School Bus, if your mom has any questions, she is welcome to email me, and I will be happy to answer any questions that she has. Corners match the front. It's going in this direction. Up, up, down, down. There. No yellow or white, no yellow or white, no yellow or white. Here's some more yellow and whites. I'll do this one first. Corners match the front. It's going in this direction. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. And then these, see, I'm going to treat them as one because they've paired themselves up. I didn't pair them up. When you pair things up as a reductionist method, you're kind of increasing your odds of your probability of getting a parity, which I don't think anybody actually likes parities. But a parity is a lie. It can be undone with a single quarter turn because you've got one of your edge senders a quarter turn off and don't know it. So corners match the front. It's going in this direction. These both want to go. Let me see. I can rotate the middle freely. Okay, I'm going to treat all of these as one piece. So slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. So I said I can treat them. I can slice. I can rotate the middle freely while I'm working on the opposite edges. So no yellow or white here. Here's one. Start here. Corners match the front. It's going in the white direction. And we can see that they're falling into place. Up, up, down, down. Corners match the front. It's going in this direction. This one wants to move out as well, so let me throw a non-yellow piece into that area so I can move that out without any extra moves. Okay. So again, corners are done. I'm just throwing the yellow or white edges in between the yellow and white corners, respectively. Corners match the front. It's going in the white direction. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. There's another one. Active color on top. Corners match the front. It's going in this direction. They both want to come out. Let's see if I can throw another piece in there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to move both of these out at the same time because I can do it without any extra steps. Okay, so here's another yellow edge piece. And I make no distinction whether it's an absolute center edge piece or whether it's a, I don't know what these called, anyway. I make no distinction. They're all placed the same way. Active color on top, bring the corners to match the front, going in this direction, up, up, down, down. No yellow or white, no yellow or white. No, there's a one. So to work with this one, and just one piece at a time. Corners match the front. It's going in this direction, away up, in up, away down, in down. Another piece on top. Corners match the front. It's going in this direction, up, up, down, down. Now I've been trying to get the yellow or white pieces that are misplaced add into the middle where I can place them correctly, but I've been doing it only as is convenient. It hasn't been a number one priority here. So corners match the front. It's going in the yellow direction, up, up, down, down. Okay. no more yellow or white here, or here, or here. Oh, there's one here. Okay, corners already match the front. It's going in this direction, away up, in up, away down, in down. Okay, yellow or white there, or 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 slides. So now I assess. Either the yellow or white edges are all happily between their respective corners, or some of them were there before I got to, and I didn't get to them in this process. In which case, if there's a piece that's incorrect, I would then, the piece that's incorrect, I would mark. And I would use Formula B to put a random piece into that spot, which would put it out into the middle where I can then place it. So same thing for all of these, done the exact same way. And I can do that, and then I want to show you, I really want to show you guys I got a new mirror cube. And so the new mirror cube that I got is this red one. And the mirror cubes are all the same size and shape, so they can be used as puzzle pieces with themselves. My favorite is this one because it's magnetic. No, this one, because it's magnetic. It does little stops when you get into the right place. I got my first mirror cube thinking I could solve it in the dark. So if I'm a passenger in a car and it's at night, I can do it with that, and you can't tell the difference between the yellow and white, and the green and blue are like the same. I could do it I do my mirror cube in the dark, or if I'm lying in bed and don't want to get up and turn the light on, but I want to fall asleep after I've solved my cube, I thought that I could do the mirror cube in the dark. Well, that turned out not so much, because the most difficult thing is getting them all lined up correctly, like so. Okay, but this one, like I said, is a magnetic. It's GAN, and I love it. This is my absolute favorite mirror cube that exists, that I have. What I like about this one, though, this is a double solve cube, meaning that you can solve it by shape, in which case it looks like a random piece of art, a modern artwork thing you might see in a random hotel room, or you can solve it by color, in which case it looks like a random piece of architecture. So this one has a double solve. So so it's always in an unsolved. Sometimes it's in a solved state in one of two different ways. It is also always in an unsolved state. So I can always pick this up and play with it because it's already pre-scrambled for me. So that's fun. But what I was saying is that they're all the same size and shape. So if I do the same pattern on all of them, I can fit them together like puzzle pieces. So I'm going to do, for instance, I'm going to do checkerboard on all of them. And the thing about a mirror cube is the internals is identical to a 3x3. The thing is, though, is that instead of working with colors, we're working with depths from the center. The depths from the center are different. So if I do what would be, just having fun here, you guys. If I do, if anyone has any questions anytime I'm streaming, I'll be happy to go back to the tutorial and answer specifically any questions that you have, or demonstrate. However, I like to play. So I'm gonna show you how these fit together like puzzle pieces if I want them to. Okay. So if I hold this, if I hold them in the same direction, so if I have the white on top, the smaller pieces on top, I can fit them together like puzzle pieces. Okay. Find another one. Biggest pieces over here. See, I can put them together. Biggest piece here. And so I can make stacks of them. Or I can take them apart and put them together side by side as well. So I can make a block of them. So I could build a wall with these. It's so fun for me. I like that. I'm happy about that. And then I can put this one on top. So I can make it a wall. I can make a tower. I can make it block. I guess if I get more of them. So that's fun for me. I'm going to leave them in. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to make them. Okay. All right, I'm going to put them. I'm going to put them back into square. I'm just uncheckerboarding it. It's nothing complex here. Okay. In the comments, you guys, tell me what's your favorite twisty cube. Whether it's a Rubik's type or another type. I got an ABCube and a Scube recently. And I've been playing around with them to get an idea of how those work. The A and B methods do not work on those because of mathematics. In that if I make one turn on a cube, it's rotating 25 degrees, 25% of 100. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 gets you back to start. On the ABCubes and the Scubes, because I'm turning from the corners, 3 turns get you back to start. So it's a different mathematical equation there, and formula A and B do not work for solving the cube, but they make for making very pretty patterns on the cube that is already solved. So now if I take these again, flat white on top, and I'm going to do a checkerboard on 2 sides, not 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so this is checkerboard on 2 sides. Okay, checkerboard on 4 sides is done. If I do checkerboard from here, it'll be checkerboard on 4 sides. So I'm just doing that one. So white on top, short on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then I did not have the right side on top. That's why it doesn't look like that. I'll do this again. 1, 2, 3. I used one of the sides. I didn't use the short side for the top. That's why it doesn't look the same. Do, 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 do. Okay, so with the short side on top, do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they still stack, but, oh, sorry, not 10, 11, 12. Oh no, what did I do? I stopped prematurely. All right, let's do this one. 1, 2, 3. Just doing double turns each time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10's a nice round number, but it's not a mathematical for cube 12. So now I can stack them like so, and they're smooth on the sides, so that's fun. I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, short side on top. There. Ta-da! Have to fix that one. Anyway, so this is what I like to do when I'm playing with my shout out my mirror cubes. Is I just put them together like puzzle pieces. It's tickles my fancy. It's fun for me. All right, so back to tutorial. Does anyone have any questions for me before I go back? So I'm working today. I'm just doing the like I said, the opposite edges, the yellow and white edges. So this one is done. This one doesn't have edges, so it's obviously automatically done. This one, so yellow and white, left and right. There's fewer things to look at in here in the middle. Corners match the front. It's going in this direction. Slide up, slide up, slide down, slide down. Hello, I got four magnetic cubes and 1 smart cube. Oh, I have a smart cube as well. It's the Go Cube. I got it because the Go Cube was the first one that came out, and so that's what wait. Chat pause due to scroll. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so yeah, that's fun. I've got I have a spinner that's a 1x1. Look at my pretty toys. This is, I don't know, can't really call it a 1x1, but it's just a fidget toy, and you can spin it by spinning the sides, or you can hold to the sides and spin the center. You can also take it apart and have just the center be a top. It comes apart. And I just dropped the top part. Anyway, hold on. Picking it up with my toe because I'm talented. Okay, so there, see? So this can just be a top. I can just go spin, and it spins. You can't see it spinning because I'm not focused on it. There we go. Spin, spin, spin. So that's my toy. And I can put it back together again incorrectly if I wanted to, but why do that? Why do that? I do that frequently when I'm... My favorite, I love jigsaw puzzles as well. You have a smart cube. I do jigsaw puzzles as well. My favorite jigsaw puzzle is, and I lost some pieces in the move when I dismantled it to my latest move a year ago. So, but it's a sphere. It's a round jigsaw puzzle, and you put it together with a sphere, and the base helps you access the placement for it, so you can snap the pieces into place. But so it sets on a little base, and it's a sphere. And what I figured out in playing with that is that it has to be mathematically correct because it. Okay, so I took the pieces apart and I started measuring the pieces to each other, and I found that there are actually each piece has duplicates of the same size and shape. So there were however many different random pieces they were, but each one of them had 8 pieces. So the pieces are numbered on the inside. I gotta tell the story. Pieces are numbered on the inside, so you can put them together and just put piece 1 into piece 2 into piece 1, and then 3, and then it builds around and around and around and around and around. So if you don't want to have the thrill of putting the puzzle together, you can just follow the numbers. So what I did, because autism, is I sorted it out by size and shape. And so all of the ones that were the same size and shape as number 1, I labeled A. And all the ones that were size and shape of 2, I labeled B. And so I got through A through B, and then A through Z, and then AA. So there's like 27 different shapes. And then I just put an A, and I just put them together because they were assorted. I put it together incorrectly, and it just looked like a blob of chaos, and it made me so happy. So I have to get another. I need to get myself another sphere puzzle, jigsaw puzzle. But when I do, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna alphabetize them, order them, alphabetize them, put it together chaos, put it together solid, take it apart. So that's my fun. That's because that's how my brain works. So I have a smart cube too, but like I said, my smart cube is the Go Cube. Here's what I want to do. I want someone who's made a smart cube to make a smart 5x5. They could do it. We have the technology. We could build it. We have the technology. I want them to make a 5x5, and I want them to partner with me so that, because the smart cubes do have a tutorial built into them where if you don't know how to solve the cube, we'll teach you how to do it, and you can either do it by shortest moves because it just says, okay, here's how to get back to solved, or it'll say, okay, do this move, and you do that move, and then you learn the regular basic beginner's method. I want someone to make a 5x5 and partner with me and use my ABCube method to teach my ABCube method. Because then, because with this method, you can solve every cube. And I'm proud of that. And not only that, but if you can get a cube back to solve, then you can practice your algorithms on it and actually see what's happening. So promote me. Somebody, if somebody knows who's making the smart cubes, tell them about me and send them in my direction. Okay, so corners are done, opposite edges are done. Let's work on. We're doing opposite edges of this one. Thank you for telling me what fun cubes you have. I appreciate that. What else I got? Look at this, you guys. Look at this. This is one of the originals. When I bought it, I thought it was unopened. It has been opened, but this is an original. This is from the first print. The first ones that came out did not have the sticker. They didn't need a sticker because there was no competition, and the white was opposite blue, not opposite yellow, and so the colors were wrong. But I don't know if you can hear this. Sorry, ASMR. But yeah, there were no finger tricks. There was no, you couldn't corner. Everything had to be completely lined up in order to do it. So this was the first printing. The one of the subsequent printings that I also have over there, I'll get it if you want me to, is the second printing had the sticker on the white center, and it came in a box that you could see all the sides at once. And the box said the original Rubik's Cube, 1981, whatever. And the reason why it said the original is because Mr. Rubik did not invent the game or the puzzle. He only invented the way of holding pieces together without them falling apart. And so, since there's more than one way to do that, his patent got circumvented, and printing from out of country, manufacturing out of country. So there was a lot of fakes out there, and so he wanted the second go around said the original. There's no reason to say original unless you're being copied. So I have that. I have this now. I wish I still will someday get one that has not been opened, has the label on it still. So I will still get that one day. But in the meantime, all right, you guys. So I'm easily distracted. Yellow and white are left and right. Look for yellow, white in the middle. Find one. Corners to match the front. Yellow and white are left and right. It's going in this direction. First column is where it's going to land. Second column is where it begins. Slide up, slide down, slide down. Going in this direction. Corners match the front. Slide up, slide down, slide down. Another yellow, flip it. Yellow and white are left and right. It's going in this direction. Slide up, down, down. Okay, another yellow, slide up, slide down, slide down. That's not yellow or white, that's yellow or white. Line it up, and just keep going for as long as there's a yellow or white anywhere in the middle, we place it, and when we run out of yellow or whites in the middle, then we assess the sides. Either all of the yellow and white edges will be placed respectively correctly, or I haven't gotten to them yet as I was doing this, and I need to displace them out of the center so that I can place them correctly. And I do that by putting another random piece in. It's always Formula B. Formula B is everything except for what's Formula A. Formula A is moving the piece to the top and twisting corners. So that's not yellow or white, that's not yellow or white, that's not yellow or white, that's not yellow or white. We look and see if they are happy, yellows are, and the whites are. So these ones are done. Okay, opposite edges. Do it with this one too. Yellow and white are left and right. Find a piece in the middle that is the right color. Bring the corners to match the front. And I'm going to rotate the center freely and see if I've gotten the other, see if I can pair them up here. This is the only stage where I will look to see if I can pair them up easily, because it doesn't actually help you very much to pair your cubes up. And also, when you're doing the reductionist method of pairing your edges up and doing the center and then the edges and then the treating a large cube like a 3x3, which was what the reductionist method does, doesn't really make sense, because they're keeping the pieces together anyway. That's one of my pet peeves. It's the reductionist method. Corners match the front. Oh, also I am obliged to say, okay, move these as one, up, up. This does work on every complexity Rubik's Cube. Every complexity n by n by n cube. It also works on some non-standard cubes, like this Whittington 3x9. 3x3x9. There's a minor adaptation to Formula B in that the horizontal moves from one row at a time, one slice at a time, to doing a double slice, so you can access the side edges. So every time you do it horizontally, you do it twice instead of once. That's the only difference for this one. It also works on every complexity minxes. Works on the pyraminx, but I haven't tried the more complex pyraminxes, the master pyraminx, other ones like that. Haven't tried those yet. So send me one and I'll figure it out. All right, so yellow and white, left and right was what we're doing here. Here's one. Yellow and white are left and right. Active color. Corners match the front. Going in this direction. Let's see, one. There we go. We're going to treat those together. Up, up, down, down. Okay, here's another one. Corners match the front. Determine its direction. It's going this way. 1, 2, 3. Yep, we can line it up. Going in this direction. Up, up, down, down. Hey, does the GE Smart Cube? I know that the Go Cube that I have will compete in real life, in real time, with other Go Cube users. Do you know if the Smart Cubes, if there's a unifier app that will let Smart Cubes compete with each other, like my Go Cube with your Smart Cube, that we could do that? Do you know if that exists yet, or if someone needs to invent that? Because if that would be fun. If you have a Go Cube and want to add me, I'm ABCube tutor on there. So 1, 2, 3, not helpful. but both of these, this one needs to move out too, so I'm going to treat it as one piece anyway. Down, down. I don't know what, I just had a message flash on my screen, something about a restart required. I'm hoping I don't get, that it waits for me, because I didn't have time to read it. Down, okay. So today I'm just going to do the corners, the opposite edges. I'll come back tomorrow and do the side edges. The difference with the side edges is that the side edges are where, if there's a parity, that's where it's going to show up. And parities are a lie. You can play with them if you want to. They can be fun, but you don't have to. A parity is always only ever caused by one thing. It's caused by, and you can get a parity on a void cube as well, because for the same reason, is that you don't get it on a 3x3 because you can tell if the center is off. If you build around the center, you can tell if the center is off because it's one piece internally. And if you have if you try solving it without looking at what the center is, you can get an impossible thing, what we now call a parity. So, all right, yellow and white are done. Okay, so the yellow and whites are done on all of these. To do the side edges is the same thing. I put the white face down, and then I displace a yellow into an incorrect spot, and I keep the white face down, and then I work with the piece on top that's not yellow, and I just rotate and place those correctly until the yellow comes back to the top, which I will do tomorrow. In the meantime, though, I'm going to give you a real quick on the centers. The centers is the two columns that you're using are two. So if you have a cube, top row, two columns, outside columns moves corners. Top row, outside, inside columns moves edges. Top row, two inside columns moves centers around. Like I said, you can do Formula A for the entirety of one side, but you can't do it for the other side. So even though it's a nice shortcut, I don't teach it generally. But quick example. Okay, this blue wants to go up here. I can move these two. I can move them. Formula A is to take the piece that wants to move to the top, move it out of the action, move the space down, move the piece into the space, and the piece in the space back up again. Okay, so you can do that. You can do that for one face. When I do it, I usually do it for white, but it doesn't work for the other sides. So let me show you what does work for the other sides. Here's a yellow that wants to go up here. So Formula B, top row, and I follow this piece, and it tells me which my second column is going to be, which, on a 4x4, there's only two it can be. On a 5x5, we'll follow this one. So here's a blue. He wants to land up here. So I move it to the top. I move the top so it's in a different column, and that different column becomes my second up. And then reverse down, set the top, and allow the rinse repeat. Okay, so that's it. That's a quick overview. Any more questions before I disconnect and come back tomorrow? So anyone else want to say hi? I don't know how there's a problem. I'm confused with this new system of doing things, because as I look at it, I see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. When I look at the users in chat, it tells me there's 11 users in the chat, and that's what I believe. But when I look over here, it says I have one viewer. My stats say I have one viewer. And so, but I don't know whether that School Bus and Grisbartkim took turns, and I still only have one viewer, or if I have more than one viewer. I just don't understand technology. But I'm having fun, and that's all that matters. So if whoever is in the chat right now can tell me do you see how many people are in chat? What does it say for you as to how many people are in chat? Because when I had my son over here, and he was helping me set it up, and I said, "Oh, look, there's 5 people watching," and he says, "Nope, you have no viewers." So I really don't know. If someone wants to tell me what you see, then I would love that. Also, I want to know what your 4 magnetic cubes are. Are they all 3x3s, or are they other ones as well? So let me pause and see if anybody wants to answer me. And if not, then I will go about my day, and I'll be back here tomorrow. All right, you guys. Go have a great day. Be nice to yourself. Drink lots of water. Walk in the sunshine. Find something to be happy about. Find something to do that helps you be happy, because you deserve it. You guys are awesome and amazing. Okay, so Pac-Man, you just said see you later. Can you tell me how many people you see in chat, or do you not see how many people there are in chat? Because before I close off, I just want that input. If you haven't walked away. Oh well, I'll ask next time. All right, you guys. Bye.